is the second part of the Hachiko lesson. So let's enjoy reading the second part. He rolled over and allowed me to rub his belly. Through his play, however, Hachiko often paused to look at the station's door. With his small eyes, erect ears and large curled tail held over his body, he would stand in attention to check if Dr. Ueno was back. Now, as they have become friends, Raichel and Hachiko, so he rolled over and he wanted Raichel to rub his belly. Through his play, however, Hachiko often paused to look at the station's door. In between, he never forgot to see whether the Dr. Ueno has arrived or not. So again and again he was taking a little pause to look at the station's door whether Dr. Ueno came or not. With his eyes, small eyes, erect ears and large curled tail. His tail was large and curled. Erect ears means straight ears and small eyes held over his body. He would stand in attention to check if Dr. Ueno was back. He was giving a pause to check in between. He was taking a pause while playing that Dr. Ueno came back or not. It was like he was waiting for him eagerly. When Dr. Ueno walked out of the door waving to Hachiko, he yelled and shook with joy to see Professor. Now he has become very happy when he saw Dr. Ueno walked out of the door and he started waving to Hachiko. As soon as Dr. Ueno stepped on to the pavement, he jumped up, placing his forepaws on the professor's thighs. Dr. Ueno hugged his pet eagerly as he nodded to me. At the same time, Dr. Ueno hugged his dog as well as he nodded to the girl. She spoke loving words to Hachiko as they made their way home. Little did I know that I was going to see this lovely reunion every day for many months. Like Raichel was the victim of their lovely relationship and she used to see their relationship, lovely reunion every day for many months, that when they used to go home, they used to behave very lovingly with each other. He used to speak loving words to Hachiko. Hachiko came every day to see off and receive Dr. Ueno. I had developed a deep friendship with Hachiko. In fact, many regular passengers at the Shibuya station were friends with Hachiko. They admired the dog's love for Dr. Ueno. Now, Hachiko every day used to come to receive and see off Dr. Ueno when he used to come to the station for his job. And Raichel and Hachiko also became very good friends, and in fact many regular passengers who used to come to the station on regular basis, they were witnessing their friendship and they used to admire the dog's love towards Dr. Ueno. The evening of 21st May 1925, however, was different. Hachiko somehow was not interested in usual games. When the time for Dr. Ueno's return got closer, Hachiko stood up alertly, staying at the door. The door opened and shut several times that evening as people walked in and out of the station, but Dr. Ueno did not walk out. I knelt beside Hachiko's, hugging him as we waited together. A light drizzle started as it began to get dark. Now, 21st May 1995 evening was little different, she is telling. Hachiko was not interested in usual games and he was waiting eagerly for Dr. Ueno's return. As the time got closer, he was eagerly waiting. So Hachiko stood up alertly, staring at the door. Door opened. Many passengers arrived also, but Dr. Ueno did not come. Now to make him relax, Rai-chan sat beside the Hachiko and hugging him, and they both were waiting together for Dr. Ueno to come. A little drizzle, drizzle means a little low rain started and it started to become dark. Rai-chan, it's time to go home, said my grandmother, lowering the shutters of our newspaper stall. As they were about to close the shutter, Rai-chan's grandmother told her, it's time to go home. But Sobo, Dr. Ueno is not back from his work yet, I said worriedly as I let my arm sink into Hachiko's warm coat. As she was worried about Hachiko and Dr. Ueno, she told her grandmother, Sobo, like we call our grandmother with different names like Dadi or something, Mama. In Japan, people used to call Sobo. So she told Sobo, Dr. Ueno did not come back as yet. He is probably held up with work, Rai-chan, she said as she shivered a little in the late evening breeze and rain. I could not let my old grandmother walk alone the long distance to our home. Now she was in very condition, very bad condition, that she doesn't want to leave her grandmother alone as they were returning back at home, and she at the same time she did not want to leave the Hachiko alone. So when grandmother says that probably Rai-chan was couldn't come because he perhaps will be busy in his work. So all of a sudden breeze and rain started and she was shivering. Grandmother was shivering and she didn't want her to leave alone. So as we walked home, she said, we hoped Dr. Ueno would return soon. She hoped that he will return soon, and she walked at home. I thought of Hachiko's eager face often that night. Next day in the morning, I found Hachiko sitting where I had left him the previous night. Now next day morning, when they appear, again they reached to the station for opening the stall. They saw Hachiko is sitting alone there, and how he was sitting previous night the same way she found the Hachiko there sitting and waiting for Dr. Ueno. So looks like Hachiko hasn't gone home at all. I told my grandmother and ran ahead to hug Hachiko. He wagged his tail weakly. His coat was wet. His pleading eyes looked from me to the station door. Sobo poured out some warm milk from her flask and offered it to Hachiko. He licked it gracefully. Now, she told, when she found the Hachiko sitting the same way as he was sitting the last night, Sobo looked like, she told Sobo, it looks like Hachiko hasn't gone home all night. She told her grandmother, and she saw that he was wagging his tail very weakly. He was looking very weakly as if he did not eat anything. So his coat was wet and his pleading eye was looking from me to the station door. Sobo poured out some. So Sobo realized that he must be hungry, so she poured out some warm milk from her flask and offered to the Hachiko, and Hachiko very gracefully means if someone help us, so we show the gratefulness. So very gratefully he licked the milk. Thank you, Mrs. Daisuke, said an elderly man Kobayashi, Dr. Ueno's gardener. The professor had often spoken to me about you and your loving granddaughter. I am sorry to say Dr. Ueno passed away suddenly at work yesterday. Now one man, elderly man, like middle-aged elderly man appeared and he told, I am Mr. Kobayashi, Dr. Ueno's gardener, and I have come to know that Dr. Ueno has passed away yesterday night. Means he died at his workplace, and I am Mr. Kobayashi, his gardener. He has given the news, sad news. Soho and I were shocked to hear this news. I have been trying to take Hachiko home since midday, he said softly. Now he said that I know the news, and from then I was trying to take Hachiko home, but I couldn't take him. We had Mr. Kobayashi take Hachiko home, but in the evening Hachiko was back, his brown eyes intently fixed at the station's entrance door. He licked my palm and accepted the surume, but he did not roll over or jump anymore. Now, Hachiko was not in mood. Although he was not knowing that Dr. Ueno is no more, but still he was waiting for him. Daily morning he used to come and he used to fix his eyes to the entrance door, and although he was eating and drinking and everything he was doing, but he was not that energetic. Through rain or snow, Hachiko always waited at the edge of the pavement near our newspaper stall for Dr. Ueno. He waited every evening till the last train pulled out of the station. Then he would walk away slowly into the night. He waited his way till his last breath, almost 10 years later. Now, whether it may rain or snow, Hachiko always waited for Dr. Ueno. The pavement near their newspaper stall, Raichen is telling that he waited every evening till the last train arrived at the station. Then he would walk away slowly into the night. He waited this way, like it was his daily routine. He used to come morning, the whole day he used to wait till the last train appears, and he used to go back at home. It continued for many years. Okay, till his last breath, means till he died, this routine continued for the same. And after his death, almost 10 years later, at the busy Shibuya station on this day, you can see a bronze statue of Hachiko eagerly waiting for Dr. Ueno. The place near the statue is a happy meeting point for families and friends, just as Hachiko would have liked. Now, as this was the real story, you can see on Shibuya station a bronze statue made up of bronze metal, eagerly waiting for his master Dr. Ueno, and the place near the statue is a happy meeting point for families and friends. Now that place is known as a happy meeting point of the families and friends, and the local people has made a bronze statue of Hachiko at that place, Shibuya station. So if you go to Japan, you can check that point. This is how the story that says the loyalty of Hachiko and the relationship between men and the pet dog, and this shows that how faithful our dogs are, how loyal they are, how much love they do. Okay, so this was the really heart-touching story, and I hope you liked the story, students. And with the same kind of nice beautiful stories we will discuss in our next session, next class. Bye.